of us to rise up and begin our future right here, right now.
9 years ago, Kwame Kilpatrick was a beacon of hope for Detroit. Today, Kilpatrick sits in a cell in a federal prison in Milan, freshly arraigned on 19 charges of tax evasion and mail fraud. How did a young, charismatic politician go from this to this? At first, it seemed that Kilpatrick had all the makings of a political star. The son of a congresswoman and former Wayne County power broker, Kilpatrick grew up around power. His mayoral aspirations started young as well. Kilpatrick said as early as the 5th grade that he dreamed of becoming the mayor of Detroit. He made a big step towards that goal when he was elected to the Michigan House of Representatives, filling his mother's vacant position in 1996. 5 years later, he became the youngest mayor of Detroit at age 31. Within 2 years, Kilpatrick got his first taste of the scandals that would one day unravel his career. A rumored wild party at the Manoogian Mansion in 2002, where Carlita Kilpatrick supposedly assaulted a stripper, was the first building block towards Kilpatrick's party boy image.
It never happened. It never happened. It never happened.
Michigan Attorney General Mike Cox later dismissed the party as an urban legend, but that didn't stop Kilpatrick's critics from dubbing him the hip-hop mayor. The party came back to haunt him when stripper Tamara Green was shot and killed the following year. Detroit Deputy Police Chief Gary Brown and Officer Harold Nelthrop tried to investigate the party in connection with Green's murder, but the two were fired for conducting unauthorized investigations. 4 years later, Brown and Nelthrop blew the whistle. The two officers filed charges against the city of Detroit, alleging that they were fired when their investigation hit too close to home for Kilpatrick and Beatty. During the proceedings, Brown and Nelthrop argued that Beatty and Kilpatrick were having an affair, a claim that both of them denied.
I'm not typical of the traditional rumors that you hear about 32-year-old black men. I'm not dumb. I don't sell drugs or use them. I don't whore around on my wife, and I don't have wicked nude parties at my house.
In September of 2007, a jury awarded the officers $6.5 million. Kilpatrick vowed to appeal, until Brown and Nelthrop's lawyer gained access to text messages between Beatty and Kilpatrick that proved the two had committed perjury. Suddenly, Kilpatrick was willing to settle the case for $8.4 million. So what exactly was in those text messages? Thanks to the Detroit Free Press, the entire world soon found out. Thousands of text messages, many of them explicit, made it clear that Kilpatrick and Beatty had a sexual relationship and had planned the firing of Gary Brown. By then, it was apparent that Kilpatrick and Beatty had lied under oath. A few days after the messages were released, Beatty announced her resignation. Kilpatrick responded as well.
When you make a mistake, you learn from it, you get up, you dust yourself off, and you keep moving forward.
But he was not willing to step down so easily. In September of 2008, after dozens of groups called for his resignation and a removal hearing presided over by Governor Granholm, Kilpatrick finally left office. But he wasn't finished with Detroit yet.
And I want to tell you, Detroit, that you done set me up for a comeback.
In the years since, Kilpatrick has been just as much of a legal and financial burden to the city of Detroit as when he was mayor. He served a 99-day jail sentence and took a job in Texas to help pay restitution, which he still hasn't come close to paying off. Last month, Kilpatrick faced his toughest legal battle yet when a federal grand jury indicted him for allegedly using his Kilpatrick Civic Fund as his own personal piggy bank. He's pled not guilty, and his court-appointed lawyer will be paid for using Detroit taxpayer money. From downtown Detroit, I'm Erin O'Connor, Channel 7 Action News.